This is Joshua.
Hello.
Joshua was an Israelite who followed Moses through the wilderness.
1, 2, 3, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Joshua learned from Moses as Moses led the Israelites through the Red Sea. And as Moses taught the people about God's law.
Hello here.
I see.
Everyone, listen up.
One day, Moses was talking to the Israelites. He was reminding them of the law and all that God had done for them.
Yeah.
Now, see here, all you.
When Moses had finished giving instructions to the people, he said, "I am no longer able to lead you.
Hold on.
Do not be afraid, for God will neither fail you nor abandon you."
Yeah.
Then Moses called Joshua
Me?
and told him to be strong and courageous, for he would lead the Israelites into the promised land.
See?
Then Moses died. To this day, no one knows exactly where he was buried. The people and all of Israel mourned. The people of Israel looked to Joshua to lead them, as Moses had told them.
There he is. Yeah.
God told Joshua to be strong and courageous, for he would be with Joshua wherever he went. He told him to remember what Moses had told him and to study the book of instruction. God told Joshua that it was time to lead the people of Israel across the Jordan River and into the promised land.
Okay, here.
Joshua told the Israelite officials to go throughout the camp.
Get out there.
They instructed everyone to pack up and get ready to head out.
Come on.
Joshua told the Israelites they were going to cross the Jordan River.
See here. That's what we're going to do, okay?
And so, Joshua prepared to lead his people as the Lord had commanded.
Good morning, Kids Zone. Welcome back to our first week of our brand new series all about Joshua. Who's it about? Joshua. That's what I thought. And today we are going to be talking about tents. Can you give me a cheer if you love camping? I mean, I don't dislike it, but there are bugs and bugs are gross. But you do get to have s'mores around a fire, so I guess that is a good part of it. There are so many good things about camping though. Camping is fun for maybe a night or two, maybe even a week, but can you imagine camping for 40 years? That is a really, really, really long time. And that is exactly how long the Israelites were travelling and camping after they had left Egypt when Moses was leading them. They were in the desert camping for 40 years. That is insane. But do you want to know something really cool while they were camping? Is that they had a special tent that was just for God. God doesn't camp, Etty. You're right, God doesn't camp. This tent was so the people of Israel could meet with God in a very special way. It was a big, big tent that's, if you read Exodus, there's a whole section about what this tent looks like. And it was a special tent for God to dwell in, so that the people could come and meet with him in this special tent. So God dwelled with them as they travelled around. How cool was that? They had God going with them wherever they went. And you might be thinking, well, what? I haven't got a tent for God to follow me around in. What do I do? Well, guys, this was before Jesus came. This was before Jesus came and died for our sins. So nowadays, we don't need a tent to come and meet with God. We don't need a special place to meet with him because he lives in us. It's like our heart is the new tent that he follows us around in. He loves to be with us all of the time. It's like our memory verse. It says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." He's with you wherever you go because as Christians, he lives in us. And if we have got the God of the universe going with us anywhere we go, then we can be so, so, so brave. And if we look at Joshua, like we are in our new series, Joshua was taking over from Moses. And Moses was the guy who led them out of Egypt. He led them through the Red Sea. He had helped them communicate with God. He had led them so well. So if I were Joshua, I think I'd be feeling a little bit nervous. I'd be feeling a bit like, I don't know if I can be as good as Moses. A bit worried maybe. But Joshua knew that God was going to be with him wherever he went. So he was able to be brave, and he led them so well. And as we go throughout the series, we'll see how Joshua always looked to God. He led the people so well, and you could see that he was being so strong and courageous because he knew that God was in his heart. So the point today, guys, is that we can be strong and courageous because God was within us at all times in our heart. We don't need a tent nowadays to meet with him. He is always with us.
Do not be frightened, do not be dismayed, do not be dismayed, do not be dismayed. Do not be frightened, do not be dismayed, do not be dismayed. You